All right. Now, what subject do you enjoy writing about the most? Is it food?
It's food, but particularly the review side of things.
Okay.
Sometimes I find it easier to write about a restaurant and the food I've eaten than to just post a recipe. You get more content when you can speak about the estate, the owners, the meal you've had, the presentation, the ambience, instead of here's a recipe for a cake, it's delicious. I mean, there's only so many ways I find I can say, this is really great, you should make this. Whereas if you go to somewhere different, it's more content to write about.
What if you really don't like the place?
I don't write about it.
Okay. So you don't write bad?
I don't do negative reviews.
Okay.
That was something I decided almost immediately when I started blogging. My blog is my happy space. I only want to share things I love. If something is...
It is called The Gorgeous Life, after all, not a negative...
Grumpy, I hate the world face. Yeah. So if I go to a restaurant and it's awful, and it has happened, I will then email them a very detailed review personally as to what happened,
really nice.
why I didn't like it, and why I feel it's best for both of us if I don't share this. So I don't do negative reviews.
That's very nice of you.
I think it's better for everyone.
And I think the restaurants would like to hear that feedback and I think if it's just between you two, then it's kind of a positive space.
It gives them a chance to improve. It doesn't make me out to look like a hypercritical person to everyone else. So I think it just works out best for everyone.
Now, the photos on your blog are so beautiful.
Thank you.
Do you take them all yourself?
I do. So all the recipes, all the reviews, all the restaurants, I take myself.
Wow. Do you have a special camera for that, or is it just with a phone? Or
no, I have a camera.
Okay.
In terms of special, I don't know how it's special. I have an SLR. It's a baby Canon SLR, so it's entry level. I am eyeing an upgrade, but what I want and what my budget can afford, I'll find a middle ground eventually. But no, it's a nice camera, but it's not super fancy.
Now, is taking photos for you also a hobby, or do you just do it because you have the blog?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I bought a handbag large enough to fit my camera in at all times.
That's awesome.
So it was actually a thought process. I would hate being caught somewhere and not have my camera to document it.
Yeah.
So like the blogs also become a visual history for my husband and myself as well. So we'll remember, we went to, say, like Creation Wines, and then we'll go to the blog post and look at the photographs and relive it as well. So it's also a bit of a diary for us as to the places we really enjoyed and could share with people.
I really envy you because I'm the worst person at taking photos. I always forget and leave the camera here, and it's just really bad.
Well, there were cell phones nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take a pretty darn good picture with a Samsung, iPhone, Nokia hybrid.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about some of your posts. What has been your most popular post?
The most popular post in total was actually on the 15 on Orange Hotel down in Cape Town. They had an evening of luxury. So we were there, we ate, we were entertained, and I reviewed that and shared it with my readers, and they obviously just really resonated with a lifestyle they'd like to enjoy as well.
Yeah.
And we adore the hotel. So it's nice for us that people like what we like, in a way.
Now, what kind of interaction or comments do you get from people like on say, your most popular blog? Are they just saying, wow, it looks really nice there, I want to go? Like, what kind of conversations is starting?
A lot of my conversations actually happen on Twitter. So I'll share the blog post on Twitter, and then people will react to that. I think in South Africa, the commenting on the actual blog post is a little low compared to where it is in the States.
Yeah.
People would rather interact on a different platform reading off that. So people will say, like, oh my goodness, you're making me hungry. Or how much is it? Or where are they? Or when can I go? Or send me details. But a lot of the actual interaction happens away from the blog, which I'm not sure how I feel about. But the people I've met on Twitter have been freaking phenomenal. Like, some of my favorite people in Cape Town live on Twitter. So I love it.